Abhishek Sharma.
Good afternoon, passengers. This is your Captain Daniel speaking. First, I would like to welcome all the passengers in this flight Cessna 208 from Bahamas to Florida. Currently, we are cruising at an altitude of 12,000 feet with a air speed of 340 miles per hour. We will be reaching to our destination in the next 35 minutes. The weather looks good and the time is 1:25 p.m. I will talk to you again before we reach to our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
The pilot of this plane, Ken Allen, who is 64-year-old man, and on the co-pilot seat, his friend Russ Frank, who is 70 years old. Frank is not a pilot, but he does enjoy going along for the rides. Darren Harrison is the only passenger on this 6-seater flight, and he is returning to his home in Florida. And he's very excited to meet his wife, as she is 6 months old pregnant with their first child. He is carrying lots of gifts with him. He's just sitting and relaxing as the outside view is drop dead beautiful because of the clear blue skies and the crystalline ocean below. As they are reaching to their destination in the next 25 minutes, the ATC in Miami instruct Ken to start descending from 12,000 feet to 10,000 feet. After a few minutes, Alan starts descending and suddenly his right side head started pounding. Boom! He immediately tells to Harrison, who is at the passenger seat, and to Frank, who is at the co-pilot seat, guys, I am not feeling well. I am feeling severe pain in my head. Harrison, who is the passenger, immediately responds, what does that mean? He said, I don't know, my head is killing me. And suddenly Alan stops talking and he slumped back on his seat. Harrison, the passenger, and Frank, the co-pilot, they both try to arouse Alan, but no response. Now the pilot is unconscious. Plane is descending with the speed of 340 miles per hour towards the ocean. Now instead of blue skies, clear blue skies, they both are seeing the waves that are getting bigger and bigger as the plane's altitude is dropping from 10,000 feet to 9,000 to 7,000 feet. Although Harrison, the passenger, who has never taken a flying lesson, he has flown in enough small planes that he has observed the pilots that if you want to bring the plane's nose up, you need to pull the plane's yoke. That's what he tried. He grabs the pilot's yoke and Frank grabs the co-pilot's seat yoke, and they tried to pull it slowly, and for their surprise it was working. And they keep pulling the yoke, and they could able to manage to reach again from 4,000 feet to 9,000 feet. Harrison immediately pulls off Alan from the pilot seat and lays him down on the floor of the cabin and jumped to the pilot seat and took stock of the situation. Now, Harrison, the passenger, he is keeping steady the plane, while Frank on the co-pilot seat, he is looking around outside the window, checking his compass and figuring out whether they are going into the right direction or not. After a few minutes, Frank suggested Harrison that I think we are going to the wrong direction. I am seeing coast over there. Let's start moving towards the west. But who will move the plane to the west? No one has ever flown a plane before. They tried to move the yoke, and fortunately they were able to move towards the west. Once they moved towards there, the plane flies into Palm Beach International Airport's airspace station. Now, ATC there took over. Harrison explained the situation to them, and they were shocked to hear it. They immediately calls Robert Morgan. Robert Morgan is also an ATC specialist, and he is a flight instructor. Robert Morgan, who is an instructor, he reached there and got the brief of the situation. Harrison was also very scared in the flight, and Robert, who is an instructor, once he got the brief of the situation, his eyes got widened. He couldn't believe that this is really happening. He was thinking that this sounds like a movie. This was kind of an impossible thing for Morgan to teach a passenger to do the safe landing. But keeping everything aside, instructor just focused on the situation. He radios Harrison. Harrison from the other side responded and said, I don't know how to fly the plane. I am not a pilot, my screens are black. Morgan on the other side said, don't worry, I will help you here. He alerted emergency to the airport and asked him to start descending to 3000 feet and take a shallow right turn. In airport's authority or staff swings into action. They stop all the departure of the plane. They place all the incoming flights on holding pattern, and they moved away all the vehicles and the planes from the runways. Now they are ready to land. And Harrison told Morgan, who is an instructor, told to Harrison that I want you to start descending to 3000 feet, and after that you will start seeing the airport. He was following the instruction as well as Morgan, who is instructor, and Harrison, who is a passenger. He was actually trying to control the plane. He was changing the altitude. He was going left and right. Somewhere he know it's kind of a do or die situation. However, whatever he was trying in the plane was not behaving correctly. But he has to do it. It was a do or die situation for him. He followed the instruction. Again, Morgan said, start descending to 2000 feet. Then to start descending to 1000 feet. Once you will reach near to the airport or runway, you will see the runway will get wider. And once it will get really wide, you will take the pull the control of the plane. Now Harrison, who is reaching towards the runway, suddenly they got disconnected. After 10 seconds of torture silence, the radar room's speaker again crackling to the light. It was Harrison this side. Harrison said, hey, I am on the runway. How do I stop this plane? Morgan screamed on the radio and said, just use the toe brake and use the toe brake gently. Here, what Morgan, the instructor, didn't mention is, if you will push the brake too fast or you will put too much pressure, the tire may get blown or your plane may get crashed on the runway. He didn't want to put pressure on Harrison, so that's why he just said, just push the brake gently. Harrison pushed the brake gently and stopped the plane in the middle of the runway. After 25 minutes of taking the control, Harrison took a long breath and said to Morgan, the instructor, hey, you want me to taxi this off the runway? Morgan smiled and said, this guy is awesome. So this story tells us, never lose focus in any situation. Keep doing your great work. You will achieve your targets. That's all.